So hi everyone, so for today's laboratory, I am going to make a noodles. Yes, a noodles. This is kind of difficult for me. I already done a lot of practice and this will be my fourth times. So I really hope that this will be a successful noodle. So this is are the ingredient: 500 grams of flour and 330 grams of water and 1 tablespoon of salt. So I'm going to mix the all-purpose flour and salt together. So next is I'm going to add the water. Just rest this for 3 hours. So I'm going to put this in a container, in a bowl, and let it rest for 3 hours. So see you after 3 hours. After 3 hours of resting the dough, I knead it with force because that's the key to make pulled noodles, to break down bonds in the gluten. So I do stretch and fold techniques, but it is still break, and that's okay. We just need to work on that dough for about 10 to 15 minutes.
Ikaw pala ang aaki sa puso ko. Ano ang gagawin sa utos ng damdamin? Para bang agin na kahirap pigilin? Sana'y unawain ang pusong sa'yo'y balik.
The dough is stiff and resisting every time I pull, and I try to break the dough. I hear a snap sound. That means there is not enough water. To get the perfect hand noodles dough, add a little bit of water and knead it with force. Repeat if necessary, and you will know if your dough doesn't have enough flour, because if you snap it, there's no sound. So add flour. I did basic kneading, stretch and fold techniques, so the dough will be stretchy enough and ready to be pulled as a noodles. The stretch and fold techniques, I did it 10 times so I could see if the dough is stretchy enough to be pulled. I try to pull the noodles, but it still breaks, so I will work on the dough for a couple of minutes. Finally, the dough is stretchy enough that we can hand pulled noodles. I know that it is stretchy enough because when I bounce it out long, it is even on both sides. And the dough is stretchy enough and ready to be pulled. I stretch the dough in an even size and I add flour to avoid noodles to stick together. In pulling the noodles, pull in small bursts, pull and bring it back together, pull up the dough to avoid pinching down. So I have 4 noodles already, and I am going to twist it to help keep the noodles even.
I don't stand in line, I don't pay for clubs and fuck dead, yeah. But I wait for you.
Almost done, and yes, we did it. You got this, girl. Fighting!
I'm bending it over. You're my falling clover. I'm so in love, so in love. There's no one above.
So after 5 times of trying, so I am going to put this in the boiling water. If the noodles float up, push it using a strainer for the noodles will be cooked evenly. Next is to wash with cold water for the noodles to have a chewy texture. Put it in a bowl with sauce, and yes, our hand-pulled noodles is ready to serve. Garnish it with chopped onion leaves. Voila! So hi everyone. So noodles and pasta are different from each other by its ingredient and how they're made or processed, because they have a different ingredient and how they are made. Their texture, flavor, and color are also different from each other. For example, in noodles, the texture is chewy and springy, while the pasta is al dente, crispy in the inside and soft in the outside. So we can really see the differences of the two if you look closely and if you try both. So the main difference between the two is the ingredient and how they are processed. My experience in making hand-pulled noodles, all that I can say is that it's not easy. It is very difficult, and it will take you a lot of time to practice, watch different video on how to hand pull the noodles. You really need to invest a lot of time, effort, patience in making hand pulled noodles, and also trust the process, trust yourself, and also trust the divine mercy, and ask for his guidance on these laboratory exercises. Well, after I successfully hand pulled the noodles, I felt relieved. All the body ache, the pamaol, tanang kakapoy are all paid off kay nakita nimo nga successful imong laboratory from pila ka days nga imong pre-practice. So to be honest, I am really happy because I was able to experience this kind of situation, like na-fail ko sa first, second, third, but when you really invest your effort and time on this, you could get this for your fifth time or fourth. You really just need a lakas ng loob to do this laboratory exercise, and don't lose hope. That is what I want you to know. Hand-pulled noodles is difficult, yes, but we can do this in our home and just trust ourselves, because girl, we have skills and we are future chefs, so mas grabe ang atong maagian in the future. So this is just part of those challenges. So laban!
Wala nang hahanapin pa kung di ikaw sinta. Pikit man aking mata, ika'y nakapita.
Ang noodles, chewy siya. Then, ang sauce, ni complement siya sa pasta. Then, hanghang, flavor mo peanut, Ja, basta kay lami hang.
Da.
So, hi, I'm Leia Love Nalia and I am a cousin of Miguel Escobar and I'm here today to taste her work about her pasta. So, taste it. Mukha siya. Kaya nga lumang makafe, may karne rin. Oh, yung karne, tanap, bugnaw mo siya. Dili dyan yung ma-feel nga. Kasi tinod lasa kayo, nabugnaw siya. Okay, ang sa nice. Dami. Mga karne.
Pista na dyan. So I'm going to taste the hand-pulled noodles that I made. The sauce that I use in this noodles is spicy sesame sauce. So let's try it. With all the video that I watch on YouTube, they always say that hand-pulled noodles is chewy, and I can say that it is really chewy and it tastes good. Try it and have a nice day.